you've all heard me talking about being, you know, a ride-or-die chick. You know, which is somebody said, hey. This is someone who will protect her man at all costs. Well, writer Brittany Daniels shared why she thinks that being one of these girls isn't cute. Now, in her post, she explains how she risked her own safety to protect a man she once loved, that it was very stressful and very, very stupid. She could have ended up behind bars, you guys, because she thought that being in love meant being there for her man no matter what.
Ooh.
Now, I think that part, you should be there for your man no matter what. Now, should you go to jail together? Not so much. That's taking it to an extreme. No?
Yeah, you're not Beyonce and Jay-Z, and Bonnie and Clyde was a video. Like, that's not...
Yeah, neither one of them is in jail.
I'm more like a ride and maybe chick. I ain't no ride or die.
It's like, where are we riding to, and why do I have to die? These are questions I have.
No.
Sir, where are we riding to?
Yeah.
Why do I have to die?
What's the 5-year plan with this situation?
Well, I think, you know, this is the thing, though. I mean, I think it's more loyal for a woman if you with a dude to talk him into having some sense more than just go along with what he says and not say nothing.
Yeah, be a dope influence in his life.
Right.
Lead him in the right direction.
There is a difference between being ride or die or ride or dumb. Right?
Yes.
Think about it, right? Just because you follow him with your heart doesn't mean you leave your mind back at home.
Exactly.
I think if your man is doing anything that, for me, tests my character, my morals, my safety, my funds, my relationship with Jesus, my money.
Yes.
Not here for it.
Let me tell you, I think it's dope to be a ride-or-die chick when you have a ride-or-die dude. And I think anytime you have a man that really loves you and is loyal to you and cares about you, he's never gonna put you in a situation where you gotta die.
Yes.
Right.
That's what I was going to say. I would never be with a man that will put me in that situation in the first place.
But then
however,
Go ahead.
you know, it depends on what he did. Like, if my man got arrested for standing up for what he believed was right, protest, I'll ride or die with him, right along his side.
For sure.
I will.
Stand together and get arrested together.
Yes, but if he does something immorally wrong, you on your own, boo.
Right.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
You have to learn on your own.
Because when you think about it, look at, like, power couples. I mean, most power couples, both of them are powerful people. Michelle Obama and Barack Obama, Jay-Z and Beyonce, George Clooney, Amal Clooney. I think, you know, those women are strong. Those are not ride, to me, they're not ride or die chicks. They're like, they ride and being smart chicks. That's what I think, you know. So I think that that's important. But I think the term ride or die, personally for me, is a mechanism, especially for women that are single, to that's used against them to make them feel like, well, you know, you're not down for me, so that's the reason why I need to leave you, because you're not gonna do whatever I say. And so you get caught up in that mind, you know, in that thinking that I gotta be like this, or I gotta show my loyalty, or he's gonna leave me. So I say to sisters, don't let that happen to you.
No.
You be you and be smart.
Yes.
No.
You ride in your own lane before you let somebody, you know, convince you that you're not good enough. Like, that's not riding for a dude. Riding for a dude does not mean that you're just gonna put up with anything, that you're gonna, you know, believe all the dumb lies he tells you. That's not being a ride or die chick, by the way.
Right.
That's being a dumb chick. And I think most men want smart women, and they want smart women and independent women riding with them.
But you know,
And sometimes it doesn't have to be that serious. Like, one time, Freddie and I were out on a Valentine's Day date. It was a really nice, like, one of those really nice restaurants. Like, they had the white tablecloth and everything was like, they tuck your napkin when you leave to go to the restroom. You come back, you're like, thank you. And they were passing around bottles of champagne to any couple who had been married for less than a year. 9 years married and strong. I sure as hell told them that I was married for just a year. And I looked at my ride or die and I said, right, honey? And he said, that is right. Pour up. You're my ride or die, boo.
Yeah.
When I was in college, though, there was a young lady, and she started dating this guy, and she had a car, and he didn't have a car. And so she started riding, taking these trips to New York from Texas.
Oh, that's a long way.
Wait, I thought you were saying like Maryland or something like that.
No, from Texas to New York. And so one day I just asked her, why are y'all riding like that? And she was like, well, we transport. And I was like, what are you talking about?
Transporting.
They were transporting. What they would do is put the stuff in her seats. And
You're
would
talking
ride
about not illegal
Yeah.
stuff.
You talking about riding dirty.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Drugs.
That's a whole other conversation.
And I
don't-
had to have a full-fledged conversation with her.
Absolutely.
And that's what I'm saying about, she was like, I'm ride or die. I'm like, no, you about to die because if you get caught.
For real.
Yeah.
And that's the example that I wanted to give.
This is
something
real
like
though.
that.
Whenever I read the news and you hear about a man or a woman that's doing something real shady, real illegal, and then they're married to the person who always, sits there like, I didn't know, I had no idea, I wasn't involved. It's real hard for me to believe because you can smell the shade off of someone you're married to, right?
Yeah.
That always grosses me out when I find a couple that actually co-sign the nasty things that they do together like
There's
that.
so many women, though, that are in prison right now because they thought they was a ride or die chick. So it's, we make light of it, but it's really like...
It's real out there.
Protect yourself, okay?
You don't want to be that kind of ride or die chick.
No.
Let me tell you what a dope ride or die chick is.
What
Your
is?
man's going through a financial moment. Y'all both go out and get jobs. You work a little harder. You split a slice of pizza. You get one slice and split it in the middle. That's riding or dying together. That's college love. When you go through hard times. Maybe y'all don't live in a fly house yet. Maybe you guys are working towards that. That's ride or die when you don't leave somebody when they're high and dry.
Right.
That's dope ride or die for me.